So let's not start with what are the gender expectations in marriage. What are gender expectations in marriage? So I would like you to pick up from there.
All right. So gender expectation in marriage, So and the gender that we are talking about here is specifically the women.
Yeah.
Understand? So and there is this saying that although all mothers are women, but
Yeah.
not all women are mothers. That has to tell you that for you to be a good woman in a marriage, you have to be a good mother. You understand? Likewise, for you to be a good mother, you have to be a good woman. First of all, one of the expectations in marriage is submissiveness. And submissiveness encompasses the whole of obedience, respect, being loyal, because one thing that the man cherishes a lot is somebody that respects their ego. So going into marriage, your husband expects you to be very submissive, to be very submissive. And then another thing is the expectation, gender expectation also has to do with, being very prayerful, and supportive. I combine both because we need God first of all in our homes. It's not just about being spiritual. I mean, whether you like it or not, we are spiritual beings.
Yeah.
So irrespective of your religion, so you need that supernatural power, irrespective of all our requirements, do this, still need God. So a man loves and appreciates a wife that prays for him, that prays for his house, that supports him. So that expectation around prayer and support is another, key things, Then another thing is love and understanding. Love and understanding. A man expects that his wife should show him love and understand him. So we know that it's both ways. It does not mean that because we are focusing on women first, that does not mean that there are no also expectations from the women to that of their own expectation as regards that of the man. So but today what we're discussing is that of the women. So a man expects his wife to be, submissive. And I say submissiveness encompasses being, loyal, respectful, obedient, and diligent. Then a man also expects his wife to be supportive and prayerful as to the progress of the home and him as the husband, Then he expects his wife to be loving and understanding. Because one thing that breaks the home very easily, I think, in this our modern era, is that lack of understanding. You understand? Because you see, love to a very to a very little extent will not go far without understanding. So love and understanding has to go peri passu, so that when that what is it called, physical appearance that attracts you to the man is no longer there, maybe due to one reason or the other, that that love, and understanding will sustain the relationship, that friendship. But most people are just so serious in their relationship that what really fascinates them is just the physical physique. They don't have that friendship, and because you can't just say love. What is love in the first place? So if you do not understand the rule of understanding, how it goes with love, then there will be a very big chaos in the house. So the man expects his wife to be loving and to be understanding. You understand? Yeah. Then above all, a man expects, just to mention but a few, so that I allow you also contribute. A man also expects his wife to be a mother in all ramification. You understand? So a mother simply means when the man needs a shoulder to lean on, the wife should be there. When the man needs a listening ear for advice, the woman should be there. The woman should be there. When the man also needs someone to tell him the truth, understand? Most of the time, you don't just be blind about the vices of your husband because you love him. Understand? They said charity begins at home. But this time around, you are married. So the only person in the real sense that can speak senses to most men is their wife, because most times their friends will not want to tell them the truth, all because of the word friend, love and loyalty. So but the only person that is close to them to tell them that bitter truth, they say, honey, I don't think this thing you are doing is right. In a respectful, you should know your husband, you should know the best time to approach him. Is the wife. So that's why I said I think the man expect the wife to be model in all ramification, because as a mother, our mother tells us the truth, they scold us, they praise us, they pray for us, they advise us. So in marriage, that is also one of the expectation from that is being expected from a woman or a wife. So that is that from my own point of view.
Yeah, thank you very much. For me, before I proceed, I want to kind of look at it from true perspective, so that it looks like I'm defending women.
Okay.
Not like so that it looks like I'm defending women.
Yeah.
To see how they would feel from their own perspective, and how what our expectations truly are. When it comes to the aspect of the things you touched on, you spoke about submissiveness. And now, this historically, when you look at human being, this has always been one of the requirements, basically in our own culture. There are different cultures. In other cultures, the women don't want to be submissive, and it's not even required of them. Okay. You understand? There's a video whereby a Nigerian man wanted to marry a white woman, and they say, for better for worse, why they are doing this, their promise vow and all of that, and he says
exchange of vow.
Yeah, and the pastor says something about, I will be submissive and loyal to this person. She asked, submissive? I can't be submissive. I don't know how the marriage went, but they just showed that part.
That short part.
It was actually something that is a reality stuff, not maybe someone is throwing out a skit. So some people do not understand submissive, and the reason, which I'm still going to throw it back to you so you can touch on it, the reason why most women cannot understand submissive in our today's world is because they think that everything men are doing, they are doing it. Now, I think if you want to be empathetic with women, to look at things from their perspective, you will say this. You tell your child that we are equal. For example, you tell your child that you are me, I am you, so we have the same rights to everything. You can't tell your son this over and over again. At some point, he begins to see he and his father or he and his parents to be equal, and he believes he is also supposed to be making decisions. But you see, when you let a child understand that you are my child and I am your father, I love you, and there's a difference between us, I have a role to play and you have a role to play, then when the child grows up, he would always psychologically address his father as father. So now we are in a way where we talk about gender expectations. For submissive part, when we tell women that we are equal, the society have been telling women we are equal and equal. How do they remove the idea that I have to be submissive when I already have the belief that we are equal? The workforce has proved it. The rights has proved it. When you look at it in a religious manner, when you look at it from the club, from every aspect of the society at large, as make women feel, okay, we are equal. So the issue is this, that I just want to tweak this question a little bit. Like, what do you think that we have to do regarding the aspect of submissive? Because telling a woman to be submissive today, it's insultive to them. So what do you think about it?
Yeah, so I think the very first thing is to understand that word submissiveness, you understand? Then even also talking about equality, you understand? So, and I think in our very first section, I made mention of something that if you study the society, you see that for every time we try to move out of the natural order, we are always in perpetual chaos with ourselves.